my pleasure to introduce someone who's becoming one of my favorite people. I talk to her about 5 times a day. I feel like we're living together there, Joan, and we will be. So I'm really happy to get to know you as an artist, as a MC, as a inquisitive mind who asks questions that sometimes I don't even ask. Like you're asking the questions. Oh yeah, that's a good question. So it's great working with you, and I'm always interested because you are creative, where your mind is going to integrate the next level of Star Beings Ascension, this great community that we are building all together. So yeah, what are you going to be talking about today?
Wow, Alan. So first of all, I have to tell you something. It's so fun to get to know you. So fun. I had no idea that we could play off of each other in such a fun, delightful way and bring healing to everyone
Yeah.
with our kind of humor. For everyone who knows that, it turns out Alan and I are from the same neck of the woods, probably some of the same ancestral history. And
We're
we've
from the
known
same
each other
tribe,
for like
yes.
10 years, but never actually had a deep dive until this year with Portal to Ascension. And so
And, and our television show Out of This World that we're doing.
yes, so on YouTube, you can find us Out of This World. We've had some great guests. And anyway, Alan, this is going to be a lot of fun. I am just learning who I am, guys. So what we're going to do today is talk about your Starseed mission activations, how to really take this knowledge and really blast off so you feel more empowered than ever.
Great, go ahead. I'm just going to step out and we'll see
All
you.
right, sweet. Got the screen all to myself. So hello, everyone. I am Joan of Angels. And I am becoming more and more Joan of Angels, might be the way I want to phrase this, because, as we start to step on our spiritual path of mastery, we go through a continual series of energetic upgrades, DNA upgrades, light code activations, sudden memories of past life, and things that come together for us. And in the last few months, that which I thought I knew about myself is like so outdated because time is speeding up, not just for me, but for all of us. And we are being called into our sacred service as of now. And I think that is what we're going to talk about today. What is it? Why are we here? What is our soul mission? What is the whole point of this? And how do we activate that which we came here to do? And I talk about it because I do a lot of readings with people. I call them soul awakening sessions, soul activation sessions, soul essence awareness, transformation, but it's all the same thing. It's all coming to terms with who you are, stepping and let's rephrase that. We never come to terms with who we are. We actually begin to touch all the aspects that we don't even know and how vast we are. So I've been referred to as the visionary's visionary. I have spent all of my life helping people align body, mind, and spirit and their sense of destiny of who we are. So we're going to look at being called as a starseed, because of course all of you are starseeds that are here with us today. And a starseed is one who knows that they have galactic roots and yet are living down here. So what is on my mind today? This is the time for which we choose. Our last speakers yesterday talked about different things in our future. And as I went to bed last night, I said, this is a time for sacred preparation. This is a time for each and every one of us to realize that we are not here just to have fun, although the rest of the world might be busy watching football and soccer or basketball. We are really here more for awakening, our own awakening and the awakening of those around us. And those of us who are activated starseeds know that not only did we volunteer here, but now we're supposed to get to work. And it's not hard work. It's doing what we naturally would do no matter what. And I love this image on the right here. This is a galactic spiritual warrior, one who is holding that light and yet also reflecting back. The one on the left is another galactic warrior, and we are somewhere in between, you know, in our avatar bodies up on the ships and who, that for which we came. But this is the time to remember our divine blueprint. So when I woke up, you know, one of my first awakenings, when I was told to paint angels, and they said to me, a book showed up and fell off the bookshelf, opened just like that. It says, your call for divine assistance has been heard. I do believe many of you are here with us today because you heard that call. You heard that call to awaken. Could have been today, it could have been 20 years ago, could have been a birth, it could have been yesterday. Like some of my clients just waking up. But when that wake up occurs, you want every bit of knowledge that you can have, and you want to know why. Why me? Why now? What is it I'm to bring in? So the first thing I want you to understand is that you came in with a blueprint. Your higher self has that blueprint. Your guides have that blueprint. And the first part of your awakening is really about waking. Actually having those moments where you have what I like to call aha moments. So guys, this divine blueprint will save your life. Absolutely, because it'll show you the way. Now, so many of people that I know, not just my clients, even my daughter, my kids, their friends, it's like, why am I here? And a feeling that we're here for something more, but we cannot access it. So my questions to you today, by the time I am complete with our download, is if someone came along and waved their magic wand, okay, just like this, and sent you amazing healing energy, would you feel it? Would you be ready to say yes to the energies? Because what I've discovered is that we may be awakening, but we may not be ready to activate it. We may not be ready to make those moves forwards. But when we have that deep longing, and I'm going to tell you that we are now living in that time that waking up is imperative. Every soul that has come down here as a spiritual warrior is to be woken now, because all hands on deck. We are in a spiritual battle, dark versus light. Maybe it's two sides of us, as Neil says, maybe both sides of us are fighting, but there is an energy of asking to raise it, and fight's not the right word. Raising it, light dissolves dark, so we can actually, by raising that light frequency of ours, by embracing our visions and connecting to our soul mission, to those guides who are actually, those star beings who are actually sharing with us what we are here to do, we can get the answers. Now, when you know your mission, you will leap out of bed excited to implement. You'll be faster than a speeding bullet, you'll just know. So something happened the other day that was a new level of my own work. And I found that I was even more excited than ever. Now I'm getting up at 5:36 to put it together because I'm so passionate about it. That's how you know. So welcome to the Starseed realms, where you live in that fifth dimension and beyond, where you have the gifts of clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, telepathy, that ability to shapeshift, that ability to go invisible. I heard people talking about it yesterday and the day before, that ability to walk through the world and no one will see you. That is also an advanced starseed quality. We can develop the gifts of telepathy. We can bend spoons with our mind. We can teleport and astral travel. These are some of the newest images that have come through since my I think complete activation, which has occurred between June and now here in Mount Shasta, where I am coming together as my 33 aspect self and actually feeling into the higher dimensional frequencies where we do reside and where the energies are pretty complete. I love these two images. That's why I put them in here. Now we're going through portals within portals. So if you think you hit one portal and that was enough, no, my darlings, there are more portals within portals within portals. There's twists and there's turns. All right, always asking to be shown the way. And these are the kinds of images that you can use in your meditations to allow your visions to stir. to let go of anything that keeps you bound here in the third dimensional frequencies, afraid, unable. So many people who tell me I can't visualize. Use these images, my loves, to really see where you're going. Now, I have had requests to start to dive into the ancient Egyptian codes and the ancient light codes. So slowly but steadily creating more art, feeling into these ancient Egyptian symbols that are coming through as light code activations to remind us of who we are. And when I see a light code activation recently, it's almost as if I can see a DNA code template right here. And you know how we cut and paste with, say, Microsoft Word or something? You go in, you highlight an area, you take it out, you cut, and then you copy it from somewhere else and you put in a new piece of code or a new piece of art or a new piece of text. That's almost how I'm seeing us activating our DNA with high frequency coding that comes from these other realms. So starseeds, it's time to start awakening. Use your inner visions and your inner eyes and start to shift that consciousness. So we are those beings that have come from the stars and are actually activating in our 3D bodies that are learning how to handle us. So I like to say it this way: your mission, should you choose to accept, because believe it or not, there are people who don't accept their mission. There are people that say, no, I'm not ready. I'm having too much fun this lifetime. I have too many responsibilities. That sounds too difficult. Now, if you do not accept your mission, remember you do have free will. You could be like me, where like 10 years ago, this palm reader, his name is Lalo, looked at my palm and he looked in my eye and he said, oh, Joan, do you know you were supposed to be famous? And then he said the most hurtful words of all, you blew it. Then he said, he lightened it up a little bit, he sugarcoated, he says, well, it'll come around again as long as you say yes. You know, as long as you recognize it and you say yes. And then he said, it won't be as powerful as had you said yes the first time, but it'll be what it is destined to be. So guys, I am in that second time, just so you know. I have made it a point to say yes. When my guides say to me, Joan, paint 33 angels, or start to download these images from Mount Shasta, the ascended masters, rather than just going to bed, I actually get up and I write it down and I start to create it. So your mission, should you accept, is to remember you have a specific role now. And it is up to you, it behooves you, if you want to go through your grand initiation and become that radiant light starseed that you are, it behooves you to say, yes, I accept my mission. So, you know, at the beginning of our 3D, this 3D incarnation, the mission was to wake up, to remember, to put it all together. Many of you had already awakening moments. Many of you are clairvoyant, clairsentient. You've talked to your guides. You had starseed visitations, extraterrestrial visitations, angelic visitations, but didn't quite know because no one around you put it together. So you know that you have a specific role. This is your time to awake. And one of the things we're here to do is we're to actually help humanity, the humans that are here on the planet, that may not have this galactic origin as predominant in their selves and are waking up at a slower rate. You might think of them as brainwashed or not awake or denser, but our job is to actually help them break free, not by beating them over the head with what we know, but by raising our light frequency so light that it positively shifts their DNA. So our primary mission is almost as an undercover starseed angelic being who can help elevate and upgrade destructive timelines and remove the programming just by raising our own light. Now, when I was told that by my teacher many, many years ago, my spiritual teacher, John Roger, he said, oh no, just hold the light wherever you are, just be you. I thought they were crazy because I didn't understand that grounding and staying centered in the midst of chaos is the best thing that we can do. So it behooves us to create our own light body, to stand firm, to learn how to raise this light so that in the coming times, as we unfold into the Aquarian age, that should there be some destabilization, we can hold steady and we can start to remove any of the implants and as well as the programming of worshiping the gods, okay? Which many of us know were Lyrans or Anunnaki or any of the gods that lived in each and every city in the ancient world. So again, remember this is our home, not the physical home where we are abiding. So one of the aspects might be psycho-spiritual warfare. What is going on right now, we might find as a psycho-spiritual warfare. Okay, it's a battle between different ET races, and also humanity is going through its own ET upgrade as well, and a return of memory. So many starseeds, when we came down here, not only did we forget, but we were spiritually attacked. Many, how do I put this? If you go back and you look at your early childhood, many of us had difficult early childhoods with molestations and abductions and parents that didn't understand us and mind control and physical abuse, not only mental abuse. And I let everyone know I ran away by the age of 3. That's how damaging it was. Here we are, starseeds. We're here to help this planet. We have codes of light that will change the frequency of the planet and open up to the Aquarian age, the new earth that is coming. And yet we come down here. The rules change. We are subject to attack within our family, outside our family, in our schools. And it is not easy at all. The rules on the earth change. And massive programming, even in our schools, that have all been designed to make you forget you came down here to wake up the planet. Why? Because if you actually came down here with full memory, imagine the good you would have accomplished by now. We wouldn't even have this discussion. We'd be discussing starseeds and the new earth once it's done. So we are also spiritual warriors. All right, we're part of these races that have intervened on planet to help heal and free soul entrapment and the imprisonment that is forced upon the earth, with many people talking about these reincarnation cycles that are repeating cycles that don't go anywhere, kind of like Groundhog's Day, that movie, where he woke up every day to the same scene. Well, some people say that reincarnation has become almost like that we're just cycled back very quickly now. I don't know, but I do know that our mission is to have direct contact, direct source, and to free our body and our mind from any soul entrapment here so we can hold these higher frequencies. By holding them, just by dancing in that kind of form, we will raise these frequencies. So a starseed blueprint, once you know that you are a starseed, once you understand the gifts that you have, you can build your energy. One of the fastest ways, by the way, to build your energy is from the inside out and to start to feel that energy within your hands. If you come to my Miracle Monday, by the way, which is on YouTube at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UK time, London time, European time, we do a lot of energy healing for Miracle Monday, so we can actually remove the density and create a morphogenetic field of miracles. We create a miracle blueprint every Monday night. I'd love for you to join me. And what is a blueprint but instructions for how to unfold, how to step into the miraculous, how to attract what you want and break free from any of these densities while you start to spread consciousness. I love this chart. When I look at this map, okay, and let's all do this together, okay? You know, starseed activation is not just like going, oh goody, I'm a starseed, isn't that great? Starseed activation is like going, I'm a starseed. I'm going to embody that which I know I'm here to do. I'm going to embody the qualities that I came here with and grow new ones. Grow new ones. You know, I hear people all the time saying, you know, I've now been given the gift of telepathy. Oh, and I have been, by the way. I've discovered Neil and I are very telepathic. We've been practicing, and I'm looking for when Neil, Alan, and I are together, when we really dive into telepathic communication together. It's all possible. All possible. So when we look at this kind of map and we start to raise our own frequency, and let's just do it really quickly. I want you to send your roots to the center of the earth, and really tightly to the center. Send your antenna up to the heavens so you're really grounded. All right. And then just pull your light body, pull your body out of your body all the way up. Let it pull, pull, pull as you go up to the heavens. This is a kind of fast meditation activation, but it can be done. Now imagine now that you're about 5 miles above the earth and we're all together. In fact, look around and you can actually see us stretching all the way out. It's a funny image. I'm going to have to kind of create something that shows you what I mean. But here we are all out. I can look around. I can see all of you out there. And now let's connect waves from my light body here to yours and all around the planet. And from this global perspective, we can send starseed frequencies, miracle energies, energies of light, awaken, healing frequencies down to the planet to help penetrate the density, to help awaken more people, and to spread that light. And we can use that to awaken. So it's very, very interesting. We can, as we activate, we increase the critical mass of higher vibrations. Just so you know, we were created originally as 12 DNA strands, avatar beings, and the more we use this energy, the more we step into that higher activated DNA of ourselves, and we can connect to that avatar guide, that avatar self of ours that's up there on the ships and on the planets directing our motion. So we are going through physical and spiritual initiations right now as we raise those higher frequencies of light. And I love this. I'm telling everyone, remember, you are a virus in their programming. And what is a virus but, you know, growth of cells, light going viral, light going around the world, and we are interrupting their program which was to turn off your light. We are interrupting it by worldwide radiant light. So yes, many of you are light workers, advanced souls, special abilities. So I suppose you could say this session is about turning on your gifts, okay, and reminding you not only that you're here to support the planet. So it's not just one of these things like, I'm a light worker, guys. Oh, yes. You know, it's like I'm a light worker and I am working the light. I am doing everything I can to have a healthy body, healthy lifestyle, and eating superfoods. I'm chanting, I'm meditating, I'm hanging out with higher frequency beings. I am constantly doing things that will support planetary ascension. There you have it. That is the light worker job. Now, is it an easy role? No. I had a reading once. The guy said to me, he said, well, do you want to know what your mission is, Joan? And I said, yeah, sure. Because I knew it was to raise the vibe. He said, well, you're here to wake. He says, you're here to start a movement. I think now it's a Starseed movement. He says, you're here to start a movement. Yeah, it is. It's an ascension movement. He says, but I want you to know something. That mission you have is almost impossible. He said the only way you will succeed at your mission is using that higher power, higher energy. This is not an earthly mission. This is a mission assigned to you from the heavens, and it is each of you, your ability to wake up. So yeah, if you do the earthly thing with your logical mind, it won't work. But if you understand you are here to awaken people, to step into their light body, to open your heart and experience love, yes, you will. So together, guys, we can raise the frequency of the planet. We can accelerate ascension to 5D. We can have high vibrational foods. We can shift our life. The goal is to develop personal power so that no matter what comes along, giant, massive monster, you will not be afraid. You know, I shared a room with Trisha McCannon years ago at Dom and Her in Italy, and she woke up, she said, Joni, I just had a dream about you. I said, what was it? She said, well, we were in a room with the mafia. They all had these shotguns, and they were holding those shotguns out at us. And she said, and you just stepped up. She said, you just like waved your arms and proceeded to talk about miracles, sent love. And she said, you would not believe it, but they put their guns down. So guys, you can protect your energetic field by using that energy. So I'm here to say, be that spiritual warrior of light you came here to be. Now, this is some of my art, the new soul essence art I'm doing, which is designed to help you hold the power of your energetics. These are the dimensional realms. Stop thinking small. Oh yeah, this is when I talk about Neil calling back his soul aspects. We have multiple personalities, guys. So I'm just going to skip down here and talk to you about you. Your eyes can light up the world. Your mission, you have a mission. It's time for you to accept it. You are a high energetic frequency of light. And I just want to tell you guys that my mission now is about helping you remember your soul mission, to help stir your memories, even to create a painting, a clay painting enhanced soul essence print for you to never, ever, 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 ever forget who you are and why you're here. Because remember, the dark, the other side wants you to forget. They do everything they can to make you forget. And what is our mission? Our mission is to hold on to who we are, no matter what. So my lovely friends, my starseed friends, my angelic friends, I am so happy, honored to be able to be with you. We have a mission. You have a soul calling. Your soul calling is intertwined with my soul calling, with Neil's, with Michelle's, with Flo's, with Brendan, with each and every one of you on here. Our soul calling is all about awakening the planet at this time. Access your blueprint so you can be more effective, so you don't go into fear, so you can have that certainty. So if you want to know anything more about what I'm doing, you can do two things. You can reach me at my website. It's all things Joan of Angels. So reach me at my website, joanofangels.com. If you want to know about the soul essence work, just email me, joan@joanofangels.com for the now, as we work together. But that is your mission. That's why Neil does these events. We all do these events as awakening moments. So I'm in awe of all of you. Thank you.
Exactly. And Joan, you're putting together the course. Did you mention your course?
Well, yes. So one of the things that I'm doing is putting together a course. It's called it's Soul Mission Activation. It may be changed, Starseed Activation. It's a course about remembering who you are so powerfully that you will never forget. And that consists of 5 modules and an introduction. Neil's actually going to video it for me, and we will be releasing it come January. So I don't need to show it to you.
11th.
What?
January 11th.
That's the date. January 1/1/2023. Yeah. Whoa, 1, 2. Wow, very powerful day. It's going to be a very powerful class, guys.
Right.
Thank you so much, Neil, for allowing this presentation.
Thank you. Love you. And to check out more of Joan, joanofangels.com. She's truly amazing. She is the visionary's visionary. And I'm just so grateful that we're best friends. We're good friends. So
I love it.
after 3 years of having to produce the Portal to Ascension conference online, we have been waiting for this moment. The Portal to Ascension conference is returning live and in person. Join us at the Marina Village in San Diego, California, April 21st to 23rd, 2023. As massive shifts are happening on the planet and hidden truths are being uncovered, we are piecing together the fragmented parts of our existence and timeline. At Portal to Ascension, we are dedicated to full circle awareness of the truth of who we are and remembrance of our connection to the cosmos. This is showtime. There is no holding back. Now is the time for us to harmonize the frequencies and create unity and peace on Earth. We are deprogramming from an outdated matrix system, re-educating and remembering an inherent truth that connects us all. As we come together, we activate our truest potentials, individual gifts, and collective resolve. We are ushering a whole new reality that we know is possible and is waiting for us to embrace it. Join founder Neil Gore and the entire Portal to Ascension team with hosts Alan Steinfeld, Michelle Anderson, and Joan of Angels over these 3 days, April 21st to 23rd, 2023. We will experience musical performances by Larissa Stowe and the Shakti Tribe, Vox Angeles, Share the Light, Admiral Apollo, and Torquemji. This conference features incredible luminaries such as JJ and Desiree Hurtak, Adam Apollo, Carolyn Corey, Robert Schock, Linda Moulton Howe, Robert Edward Grant, Barbara Lamb, and many more. Register now at ascensionconference.com. It is time for humanity to awaken.